Okay, let's just jump right in. Today we're talking about how to fix your social media environment. And I mean really fix it, with practical, real habits that you can start using today. Habits that can actually change how you see yourself.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever had one of those days where you're just feeling great? You're feeling good in your skin, you're confident, maybe you even caught your reflection and thought, hey, I look pretty good today. And then, bam, you see a tagged photo of yourself, and that great feeling just evaporates. Suddenly you feel like
A constipated pigeon. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but it's also painfully specific. And if you've ever felt that sudden, jarring shift from feeling good to feeling awful, you know exactly what that means. It's that sinking feeling where one bad angle can make your whole self-image just crumble.
Now, here's what's so important about that moment. That wild swing in how you feel, it's actual proof of something profound. You are not seeing yourself clearly. Your perception is getting warped in real time. This isn't some personal failure, it's a phenomenon.
And yep, this phenomenon has a name. We need to talk about what's really going on here. It's something we can call the digital lens of dysmorphia. It's basically the way our phones have turned into these funhouse mirrors that distort how we see our own worth.
So what does that really mean? Well, here's the deal. We are constantly seeing ourselves through this totally warped lens. We compare our real, messy, unfiltered, three-dimensional lives to a flat, fabricated, and perfectly curated digital reality. And yeah, logically, we know it's not real, but our nervous systems, they haven't quite gotten the memo.
And if you need a reminder of just how fabricated it all is, get this. Some research suggests that up to 80%, 80, of the photos people post online are edited. You're comparing your real self to someone's 100th attempt at a photo, which was then digitally altered into a version of them that doesn't even exist.
So let's get into why this actually hurts so much. Why does one little picture have the power to trigger such a deep negative feeling? It's not just in your head, I promise. It's a very real, deep-seated reaction happening in your body.
This right here is the heart of the problem. What you consciously see and what your brain feels are two completely different things. Your eyes see a curated, edited photo. But your nervous system, it scans that image, sees you don't match up, and feels a genuine threat to your safety.
And this happens because a lot of us are running on what we can call childhood code. It's like this old, outdated software in our brains that learned somewhere along the way that being perfect, or the thinnest, or the prettiest was the only way to be safe, to be accepted, to belong. So that perfect photo feels like a direct threat to that sense of belonging.
But, and this is the most important part, you are not stuck here. You can absolutely break this spell. You can take back control. So we're going to walk through 3 really practical steps to start rewiring this response and building a much healthier digital life.
Okay, step 1 is all about the environment. You have to start curating your digital home as if your mental health depends on it, because, spoiler alert, it absolutely does. This is all about changing what you let into your brain in the first place.
Here are 2 incredibly powerful things you can do today, like right now. First, stop using the Explore page. Seriously, that little magnifying glass is an algorithm literally designed to find your deepest insecurities and pour gasoline on them. Second, go on a following spree. Intentionally follow influencers, models, and just regular people who have your actual body type. Seeing bodies that look like yours is like a huge collective sigh of relief for your nervous system.
All right, so once we've tidied up our external feed, it's time to turn inward. The next step is all about how to manage that critical inner voice when it inevitably starts piping up.
I love this analogy. Think of your negative self-talk like a really loud, annoying radio station. It might be blaring static and bad news, but you do not have to stay tuned to Body Hate FM. You, my friend, have the power to change the channel.
So how do you do that? It's actually a pretty simple 2-step process. First, just notice it. Just recognize, there's that station again. That's it. Then second, you actively retort with a new truth. You don't even have to believe it 100% at first, but just say it. My body is perfectly okay right now, and it is worthy of respect. You are interrupting the pattern.
And finally, our third step is a powerful physical tool for those moments of acute distress. When you're feeling totally overwhelmed by that digital comparison game, you can send your brain a direct, undeniable signal of safety.
I want you to try this right now if you can. Take your left hand. Now imagine you're about to touch a newborn baby. Channel all of that care, all that incredible tenderness.
And now just gently bring that hand to your own face. Feel the warmth. This tiny gesture, it communicates safety to your brain faster than any logic ever could.
And this really brings us to the most crucial point. We live in a world that is literally designed to profit from you feeling insecure about your reflection. So in a world like that, choosing to simply be okay with yourself, that's not passive. That is a radical, powerful, rebellious act.
So I want to leave you with a question to just kind of chew on. What would change for you if you started treating your body not as an enemy that needs to be constantly fixed, but as a friend that actually deserves your support?
Because at the end of the day, please remember this. What you weigh, or how you look from one weird angle in one random photo, is truly the least impressive and least important thing about the magnificent human being that you are.